In the Gospel of John, chapter 2, verses 13-25, we find Jesus entering the temple courts, driving out those who turned a sacred place into a marketplace. His actions were not of anger, but of righteous zeal, a reminder that the temple was a place of worship, not commerce. Imagine, if you will, the profound impact of this divine encounter. The noise of the market, the clatter of coins, the bleating of sheep, suddenly silenced by the commanding presence of Jesus. He, with a whip of cords in his hands, restoring the sanctity of the temple. His actions were a testament to his authority, a demonstration of his dedication to preserving the purity of the house of God. This scene reminds us that our spiritual spaces are sacred, meant for worship and reverence, not for worldly transactions. As followers of Christ, we must strive to uphold the purity and sanctity of our spiritual spaces, just as Jesus did. Jesus' actions were not just about the physical temple, but they also served as a metaphor for our spiritual lives. Imagine, if you will, that your life is a grand cathedral, as majestic as the ones we've seen in Rome or Paris. Each brick represents a day, a moment, a memory. Each stained glass window reflects the colors of your emotions, your experiences, your growth. And at the center of it all, the altar symbolizes your faith, the core of your being. Now, this cathedral of life isn't just a physical structure. It's a living, breathing space that houses your spirit, your soul. It's where you commune with the divine, where you nurture your faith and seek wisdom. This is the essence of the metaphor Jesus presented in the Gospel according to St. John, chapter 2, verses 13-25. Your body, your mind, your life, they are all sacred temples, vessels of the divine. But just like any cathedral, it requires maintenance. It needs a periodic cleansing, a constant effort to keep it pure and sanctified. This isn't about physical cleanliness. It's about spiritual purification. It's about purging negative thoughts, harmful habits, and anything that taints the sanctity of your temple. And how do we do this? By following the teachings of Jesus, by striving to live a life that's grounded in love, compassion, kindness, by honoring God in our daily activities, in our interactions with others, in the decisions we make. Every day is a chance to lay a new brick, to add a new window, to strengthen the altar of your faith. It's an opportunity to make your temple a place of peace, of joy, of spiritual growth. So, let's take a moment to reflect. Are we keeping our temples pure? Are we honoring God in our daily lives? Are we nurturing our faith, our connection with the divine? The journey of faith is a constant one. It's a path we walk every day, with every step, with every breath. In our pursuit of Jesus, let us keep our temples, our bodies and minds, pure and dedicated to Him. Jesus said, "Destroy this temple, and I will raise it again in 3 days." He was speaking of the temple of His body, a prophecy of His resurrection. This prophecy, this promise, is a testament to the power of belief. Jesus was not merely speaking of a physical structure, but of His very self, His very essence. His words were a foreshadowing of His divine power and the miracle of resurrection. This was not just a promise, but a prophecy of the ultimate act of love and sacrifice. Yet it was a prophecy that seemed impossible. How could a man, even Jesus, rise from the dead? But that is the power of belief. It's trusting in the promises of Jesus, even when they seem beyond our understanding. It's embracing His divine wisdom even when it challenges our worldly perceptions. So let us hold on to this belief, let us trust in His words, and let us embrace His divine wisdom. Believe in the power of Jesus, trust in His words, and embrace His divine wisdom. In the Gospel of John, we witness Jesus' authority, His dedication to purity, and His power to fulfill His promises. These profound lessons from His life provide a roadmap for us, showing how to live with faith, integrity, and humility. Let us reflect on the scene where Jesus cleanses the temple. His actions were not of anger, but of passionate dedication to preserving the sanctity of His Father's house. This episode teaches us to stand firm in our beliefs, no matter the opposition. Next, we see His promise to rebuild the temple in 3 days, a metaphorical prophecy fulfilled through His resurrection. This signifies His undeniable power and the reliability of His words. These teachings are not just historical anecdotes, but living principles applicable to our daily lives. Embrace these teachings. Let them guide your actions. Embrace the teachings of Jesus, follow His path, and witness how He can transform your life. Today, make the choice to follow Jesus.